Welcome to part 4 of how to lose money in the cannabis sector. So, this is the final video, the final problem, and at the end of this video, as I've said before in the previous 3 videos, we're going to have the solution to these 4 problems that so many new investors get stuck with. So, this is the hype problem, and it's right in the name. There is so much hype around, say, cannabis or crypto, and it's very easy to get caught up into people's stories. So what I mean by that is reading a forum, for example, where people are bragging about the gains that they've made. And so what this does to people is it's called aggressive investing. It's what Benjamin Graham calls aggressive investing. And what a lot of people are doing is they're aggressively investing huge amounts of their portfolios. Now, we're going to get a lot deeper into this topic of investing versus speculating. It's a very important topic, but for the sake of this video, I'm going to tell you from personal experience and knowledge that a lot of people who are bragging on the great trades that they made are not being as open and honest with the bad trades that they've made. So do not believe the hype. Do not get sucked into believing that everyone else out there is just absolutely crushing these trades and you're the only one who's left holding the bag. Because it's human nature to always want to come off looking good, and it's probably even more prevalent on the internet than in real life. So do not believe the hype when you have these people who are, talking about these huge deals that they've made. Maybe they're not lying. They're probably telling the truth. There has been a lot of big gains with the cannabis industry, for example. But again, they may have made 30 grand on this one trade, but lost 60 grand on another trade. And they're probably not going to tell you that. So kind of the moral of that is don't get down on yourself if you are in a spot that you are struggling a bit. Which leads me to this concept of FOMO. If you're prone to FOMO, investing is going to be very, very dangerous for you. FOMO is fear of missing out. And this goes back into what I was just talking about. When you see other people living it up, quote unquote, kind of, and having fun, making these big trades and doing really well, and then you go and you fall back into what I talked about in part 2, the casino, and now you gotta go and make that, and you're being influenced by others around you, and you're being influenced by, the hype that's going on, and so now you've got to join the game. Very risky. So again, as I said in part 3, you want to create a system that's repeatable. That's really where the gold is. Wash, rinse, repeat. You want to create a formula, and we're going to get into this a lot later on. We're going to get into how you create your own systems, what to look for, how to invest. All that is going to be coming up. This is a brief introduction into the pitfalls of new investors and the answer to these problems, which is, here's the answer. And this is almost an answer for everything in life. There are some people who tout this book as, their religion. It's thousands of years old, and it is a very, very deep, meaningful book. And this is by far my favorite quote. I have this book next to my bed. I read this first thing in the morning, every morning. It not only applies to investing, but it applies to everything in life. So, of old, the skilled first made themselves invincible to await the enemy's invincibility. Invincibility lies in oneself. Invincibility lies in the enemy. Thus, the skilled can make themselves invincible. They cannot cause the enemy's invincibility. Thus it is said, victory can be known, it cannot be made. The moral of this is you have to become the best investor, the best trader, the best planner that you can possibly be, or else you're going to get eaten alive in the market over a longer period of time. You may get some short-term gains. A lot of people who invested in cannabis or in crypto, they got the short-term gains because the industry was so hot. It was easy to make good picks. And that is almost worse, in my opinion, because now there's going to be this delusion that they are talented traders. So you have to put in the work. You have to put in the time, because in the end, it's all going to even itself out. that luck streak or that hot streak is going to come to a close if there isn't, again, a repeatable system for investing. So that's really why I created this channel, is to have an outlet for people to find information on how to become a better trader, how to understand the psychology of investing. And if you can get this concept, this very ancient, very deep concept down and make yourself invincible. Warren Buffett is invincible. If his next 17 deals go wrong, he's still barely damaged. He's still far out ahead. Now, this doesn't mean to be perfect, to strive for perfection. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is you need to get to a point where your investments can't really hurt you to any great degree, but can also provide you with a huge upside. And I think that's where we all want to get to. So thanks for watching this 4-part series. Like and subscribe if you found it useful, if you learned anything, and stay tuned for more videos. There's going to be lots more coming out. We're going to go a lot deeper into a lot of these topics that we've skimmed over, as well as, other cannabis companies and what's going on in the industry. And thanks for watching.